So how long before you start making money with your stock music? This is a very good question, and a lot of composers ask me this question. How long will it take for me to sell my music, and how long will it take in order for me to reach my income goals? Now, a lot of people get started in stock music licensing in order to earn a side income. A lot of people start doing this as a side gig, but they get very frustrated because they don't understand the amount of music that you need to put out there, and the music needs to be commercial enough in order to be selling on a regular basis. The thing is not to make music and just sell it once, but actually make music and replicate those sales from month to month. Now, in the beginning, it's going to be hard because you're going to experience a lot of rejection. You're not going to experience any sales. It's going to be very, very hard. But for me, in my own journey as a stock music composer, it was a very slow process for sure. It took me one whole year to make my very first sale, and it's quite pathetic actually. But I have shared this here in the channel, and I wish I have started this channel way back then, when I first got started in stock music licensing, and just document this whole process. Like, hey, day one, no sale. Day two, no sales. And even though I got my first track accepted, and I got like my very first 4 tracks accepted, after that it was just rejection after rejection and no sales along the way. So that means that I was composing music full time as a stay-at-home dad, and try to justify the fact that I have all this gear, but I'm not making any money, I'm not making any sales. So that took me a whole year to just make one sale, and that will be the equivalent of, I don't know, I can't remember how much it was in total, but it was probably like $9. A good reason to quit and to give up very quickly. But after that, things started to happen for me. I didn't get discouraged or anything. I just uploaded more music. One sale followed the other one. I slowly got some traction, and it took me a couple of months to actually reach an income level where this was on a month-to-month basis. My income goals back then was very, very small. They were $300 per month. That was my goal. But not just to do it one month, but to actually do it every single month on a regular basis. So it was a slow process for me for sure, but after that first year without no sales and rejections and a lot of defeat, that slowly started to happen for me. And then I got one of my tracks got featured. It got selected to be featured in Audio Jungle in the front page. That certainly helped with sales for sure. I was a little bit disappointed because they choose one of the tracks that it was not one of my favorite tracks. It was definitely not my best composition. But hey, that's what the reviewer picked from one of my from the small catalog I had back then, and they featured that track in the front page of Audio Jungle alongside other featured tracks. That certainly helped with sales. So it's about exposure, right? And the music doesn't necessarily have to be the best composition that you have ever made. It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. But after that, obviously, I experienced a big spike in sales, and I certainly reached my goals and my income, and this became my full-time job for a long time. I eventually changed that account to non-exclusive because I was an exclusive composer there, and I expanded my catalog to 0.5 and whatnot, which quite quickly it became a big earner for me in many, many ways, and then other libraries as well. But for other people, for other students of mine and clients, they don't wait a whole year to experience their first sale. Actually, they are more successful than me when they get started immediately, because I try to help them to avoid the mistakes that I made, right? And that's to compose the right music track, to make the essential edits that you need to make for those tracks, and to be involved with different non-exclusive libraries, but most importantly, have the right mindset. I think that's the biggest thing that a lot of people lack, especially very talented composers, very talented people that come into the game and they feel entitled in a way for success immediately, and I was one of them. But I think the mindset is the biggest asset that composers have in order to be successful. I hope this is a helpful video to you, my friend. If you're new to stock libraries or to stock music, download my free guide, link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.